For centuries, the rolling expanse of farmland just outside the sleepy English village of Dunsfield was considered utterly unremarkable. Locals passed it daily on the A431 with little more than a fleeting glance. To them, it was just a flat, grassy plain, bordered by a crooked fence and a few windswept trees. Children from the nearby school would occasionally cut across the field to reach the woods beyond, their sneakers soaking with dew and mud. Farmers sometimes grazed sheep there. Others said the soil wasn't worth the trouble, it was too stubborn, too rocky, too dead. But beneath the earth, something waited. It was in early March 2025 when the land, long untouched, found itself the subject of attention. A wind energy company, Greencore Solutions, had selected the area as a potential site for a new turbine project. As part of the routine environmental and historical assessments, the company commissioned a ground-penetrating radar survey standard procedure for projects near sites of archaeological interest. No one expected anything. Certainly not. Dr. Eleanor Rhodes. Chapter 2. The first signal. Remember the moment we saw it, said Dr. Rhodes, an archaeological geophysicist from the University of Leicester. It was just a routine scan. We were about to pack up for lunch when we noticed something strange on the display. Something big. The anomaly appeared as a large, symmetrical formation nearly 120 meters long, buried 5 to 7 meters below the surface. The image showed geometric precision lines that didn't belong in a natural setting. Rhodes and her team initially assumed it was a forgotten air raid shelter, perhaps a Cold War-era bunker. Yet the shape was two complex circular cores, radial spokes, angular passageways. Within hours, the university contacted the Ministry of Culture and Heritage. Excavation permission was fast-tracked. Within 10 days, the first dig began. Chapter 3. Unearthing the impossibly. Initial dig team expected brickwork. Instead, they hit polished stone smooth, seamless, and completely out of place for the region. The stone structure was a circular platform with a metallic gleam, cool to the touch, and carved with strange symbols. Archaeologists and historians were brought in from across Europe. Linguists tried to identify the carvings, but they matched no known language, ancient or modern. Then came the opening. What lay beneath the platform was not just a chamber, it was a multi-leveled underground complex. By late April, the team had accessed 4 chambers, each decorated with carvings, embedded with inlaid metal, and containing artifacts unlike anything in the known archaeological record. The most remarkable of these artifacts? A set of gears and wheels interlocked with a level of craftsmanship that should not have existed for another 3,000 years. And yet here they were. Chapter 4. The global response. News spread fast. By early May, the media had picked up the story. Headlines blared across major outlets. Ancient machine found beneath English field. Underground complex may rewrite history, say experts. Is this proof of an unknown civilization? Speculation exploded. Some claimed the discovery was evidence of a highly advanced lost civilization, perhaps the inspiration behind myths of Atlantis. Others insisted the materials were not terrestrial, hinting at extraterrestrial influence. Online forums erupted with theories, some wild, some plausible. Meanwhile, security around the site intensified. The British military quietly deployed a small perimeter force, ostensibly to protect the archaeological team and prevent looting. But whispers suggested deeper interests at play, interests that went beyond academia. Chapter 5. The skeleton in the suit. On May 10th, the excavation team made a discovery that would catapult the site from a historic curiosity to a world-altering revelation. In the third chamber, behind a sealed granite doorway, they found a sarcophagus-shaped recess in the floor. Inside lay a humanoid skeleton, perfectly preserved, encased in what could only be described as an armored exosuit. Dr. Rhodes described the moment as surreal. The suit looked almost ceremonial, but it was clearly engineered. Articulated joints, overlapping plates, flexible mesh beneath the outer shell. It reminded some of us of modern combat gear, only better, much better. The suit was made from a black-silver alloy unknown to modern science. It resisted conventional testing methods. The skeleton within was human mostly. but scans revealed anomalies, slightly elongated limbs, increased cranial capacity, and dense bone structure inconsistent with modern Homo sapiens. DNA tests are still ongoing. Chapter 6, The Symbols and the Map. As the dig progressed, more of the symbols were uncovered. On the walls of the fifth chamber, archaeologists discovered what appeared to be a star chart etched into the stone with precision laser-like incisions. Astrophysicists from Cambridge were brought in. Their early assessments matched the star pattern not with Earth's sky today, but with the celestial configuration of the Milky Way as it would have appeared approximately 10,500 years ago. One symbol was repeated at the center of the map, surrounded by smaller glyphs and what appeared to be orbit lines. It seemed to represent a planet, possibly Earth, or another homeworld. Whatever the origin, it was clear. This was not just a burial site. It was a message. Chapter 7, Political Panic and Classified Interest. By mid-May, the atmosphere surrounding the Dunsfield site had shifted from academic curiosity to high-stakes geopolitics. Shortly after the discovery of the armored skeleton and the star map, unmarked black SUVs began appearing outside the fenced perimeter. British intelligence agents arrived with sealed orders. Their presence was soon followed by quiet delegations from the United States, France, and China, all demanding access to the site under the pretense of international heritage protection. But insiders told a different story. They weren't there for cultural reasons, said an anonymous member of the excavation team. They wanted the tech, the metallurgy, the carvings, the star map. One American official asked if we believed the suit was a prototype for something, or a relic from something more advanced than we could understand. The Ministry of Defense officially declared the area a protected national security zone on May 14, temporarily suspending public reporting and civilian oversight. The team was split into two groups, one allowed to continue the archaeological work, and another restricted to analyzing potential technological elements under military supervision. Meanwhile, rumors began leaking online. Encrypted files claiming to be scans of the star map and internal lab notes surfaced on dark web forums. Some documents suggested gravitational anomalies near the site. Others hinted at unknown isotopes embedded in the metal framework of the chamber's materials with energy signatures not matching any on Earth. Chapter 8, The Forbidden Languaging. Of the most baffling aspects of the site remains the mysterious carved script found on every wall, panel, and artifact. Unlike known ancient languages Sumerian, Linear, or even the speculative Vina symbols, the carvings in the Dunsfield complex display a logic that seems both mathematical and expressive. Linguists believe the symbols might form an ideographic language, representing concepts rather than phonetic sounds. Dr. Mirai Tanaka, a linguist from Kyoto University who was granted rare access to the site, described the writing as an elegant fusion of geometry and communication. Early deciphering attempts suggest that certain recurring glyphs may refer to life, cycle, departure, and most chillingly return. A long inscription along the inner wall of the sixth chamber reads, "When loosely translated, from the sky we fell, to the earth we gave. Beneath the stone, we wait, so memory may remain. When the stars return, so shall the beginning." The phrase, "when the stars return," has become a focal point of speculation. Does it reference a celestial alignment? A prophecy? A scheduled event? Some experts now fear the site is not a tomb at all but a message in a bottle. Chapter 9, A Civilization Beyond Time. By the third week of excavation, evidence began pointing towards something unthinkable, that the complex beneath Dunsfield was not only ancient, but left behind by a civilization that predates recorded history by tens of thousands of years. Carbon dating from the organic remains in the first chamber suggests the structure was sealed at least 12,000 years ago, possibly more. This places it well before the construction of Stonehenge, before the pyramids of Giza, and even before the known rise of Mesopotamian culture. "This isn't just an anomaly," said Dr. Rhodes during a private press briefing. "This could represent a lost chapter of humanity, a highly advanced society, capable of metalwork, engineering, and possibly space travel wiped from history. The implications are staggering. If humanity once achieved such technological heights, what happened? How did such knowledge vanish without a trace? Could a cataclysmic event, an asteroid, a global flood, or even a war have destroyed a civilization advanced beyond our own? Chapter 10. The Echo of Catastrophe. In the deepest chamber codenamed the Core, the team discovered murals unlike any other. Rendered in metal and pigment fused to the stone, the murals depict tall, humanoid figures interacting with stars, plants, and animals. In one scene, they appear to be fleeing a fiery sky. In another, they descend into the ground and close a circular stone door strikingly similar to the one found at the entrance to the complex. It tells a chilling story. They knew something was coming, said Dr. Rhodes. Whether it was a natural disaster or a man-made one, they built this place to last, to survive it, or at the very least to be remembered. This mural, combined with the message about return, has fueled speculation that the buried structure is not only a monument to survival, but a warning, or worse, a beacon.